over on Paramount Plus, arriving on Friday the 23rd of August. Well, we have a raunchy new reality show, Hannah, called Dating Naked. And here's a clip.
How far would you go to find love? 10 gorgeous singletons are about to test the very limits of dating. This is Dating Naked.
MTV presents a brand new reality show, fully undressed and unblurred.
Babes, save it for the show, yeah? Don't want to get ourselves in trouble just yet. Will they find love? All will be revealed.
Oh, this is just something else, isn't it? Naked Attraction, of course, big fans of. Can't get enough of it, really. There's something really fascinating about it. This is just Love Island with no clothes, I think is probably the best way to describe this. So it's narrated, presented by Rylan Clark. And do you know what? I really rate Rylan. I think if the auto cue went down, he just wouldn't care. He'd just be able to completely ad lib. I think he's really talented, and he's found his groove, and he's so versatile because he does lots of different things, as we know, from some quite serious kind of interviewing right through to this. So as I say, he has the hosting honours on this, and they essentially live together. These girls and boys live together in this sort of tropical resort, but they're not wearing anything, and I'm not sure that it goes any way to breaking down any kind of barriers in terms of diversity at all, because it's literally like Love Island in terms of the way they look, their body shape, etc, etc, etc. And I think perhaps Naked Attraction does break those barriers, and for that reason I'll probably rate it a little bit higher than this, to be honest. But it's an interesting thing, and everyone knows where their eyes are. I mean, this is just, you can't watch any they can't show any adverts because, of course, there is full frontal nakedness in this, and it's just I say it's a bizarre concept, but it's not really, isn't it? It's just progress. That's just what happens. My question to you, Ian, is what is next? What is next? How much further can we go? Do we actually want to talk about that on a podcast?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, what surprised me about this, as it's so like Love Island, virtually indistinguishable, and in fact, you'd think the fact that they're naked would be, big deal, but it just totally normalizes it, rather in the way that Naked Attraction does. You just kind of very quickly, you almost forget about it, and it's just about the kind of petty rivalries and romances in the house, and which didn't really interest me that much because it's all artificially kind of done, isn't it? What I did keep thinking about was the hygiene aspect, because obviously they're kind of sitting on things all the time. And in episode 2, the couple go on a date and they go horse riding, and you just think of kind of the practicalities. I do worry about it a bit, but they for the most part, they seemed kind of up for it. They seem like fairly decent people. Yeah, Rylan's become a brand, really, hasn't he? And they kind of talk to him while they're at this sort of tropical villa. They hear his voice over Radio Rylan comes out of these speakers. I don't really particularly think it's adding anything that new, but I'm sure if you like these kind of shows, and Love Island is massively popular, isn't it?
But are you thinking it wasn't originally, was it? I went to the first Love Island, and it wasn't. It had to be rebranded because it was, I think, Kelly Brook and Patrick Keelty were the original hosts, and that was all the way over in Fiji, and we got sent there. I mean, that was a terrible press trip. But we went over there, and that was canned, and it came back, and it only was successful, really, when it came back and was kind of innovated in some way. So it will be interesting to see how this one lands. But I hadn't thought about the sort of sanitary part of it. You're right. Gross.
Yes. Plenty of wet wipes.